Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into the world of Elvis Presley's leading ladies and exploring the fascinating stories behind some of his most memorable on-screen partnerships. Now, I know what you might be thinking, oh, this is just a bunch of old movies. But trust me, there's so much more to uncover here. So, let's get started. First up, we have the stunning Dolores Hart, who made her film debut opposite Elvis in Loving You back in 1957. But it was her role in King Creole the following year that really made an impact. Hart recalled how embarrassed she was on the first day of shooting when she had to kiss Elvis. Can you imagine the pressure? The director even had to step in to help her out, telling her to put something on her ears because they were turning red. It's a reminder that even the most seasoned actors can feel nervous in these situations. And speaking of King Creole, it's worth noting that Hart had to compete with Carolyn Jones for Elvis's affections. That must have been a challenging dynamic to navigate. Moving on, we have Barbara Eden, who played a Kiowa mother in the 1960 Western Flaming Star. Eden's performance was highly regarded, and she even praised Elvis's acting abilities, calling him "boy for a job well done." It's interesting to see how the dynamic between these leading ladies and Elvis could vary so much. While some were more competitive, like Hart, others, like Eden, seemed to have a mutual respect for his talent. Next, we have Ursula Andress, the Bond girl from Dr. No, who worked with Elvis in Fun in Acapulco. Despite rumors of a romance, the two were strictly friends. It's fascinating to see how these collaborations could sometimes be purely professional, with no romantic involvement. And speaking of Fun in Acapulco, it's worth mentioning that Elvis's close friend Alan Fortas wrote a book about his time in Hollywood, providing an insider's perspective on these collaborations. Now, let's talk about Ann-Margret, who paired up with Elvis in Viva Las Vegas. Not only did she perform 3 songs with him, but she also had 2 solo numbers. And get this, there was an off-screen romance between the two, which Ann-Margret has always kept under wraps. It's a reminder that these leading ladies were not just co-stars but also potential love interests, adding a layer of complexity to their relationships. Moving on, we have Shelley Fabares, who had the distinction of appearing with Elvis in 3 movies, Girl Happy, Spin Out, and Clambake. Fabares' hit Johnny Angel even took the top spot on Billboard's Hot 100 for 2 weeks in April 1962. It's a testament to the power of these collaborations, as they could launch careers and create lasting impressions. And speaking of Clambake, it's worth noting that Elvis's presence in these movies was so strong that none of them lost money, despite critics generally loathing them. Next, we have Donna Douglas, who played Ellie Mae Clampett in the Beverly Hillbillies. She appeared in the 1966 movie Frankie and Johnny, where she and Elvis played riverboat entertainers and jealous lovers. Douglas was disappointed with the movie, but she had a deep spiritual connection with Elvis, which is always fascinating to explore. And get this, they even meditated together. It's a reminder that these collaborations could transcend the screen and create real-life bonds. Finally, we have Mary Tyler Moore, who played a nun in Change of Habit in 1969. Moore's performance was so compelling that Elvis confessed his long-standing crush on her since The Dick Van Dyke Show. It's a testament to the power of these collaborations to create lasting impressions and even personal connections. And speaking of Change of Habit, it's worth noting that Moore's performance was so strong that it left a lasting impact on Elvis. So, there you have it. Elvis Presley's leading ladies were not just co-stars but also potential love interests, competitors, and even spiritual companions. These collaborations were complex and fascinating, and they left a lasting impact on both the actors and the movies themselves. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Elvis Presley's leading ladies.